BBC Radio Leicester.
Traditionally, as a lot of people know, there was a lot of hosiery and a lot of textiles in the Leicester area, including corsetry and all sorts of things. With the sort of advent of fast fashion and with retailers driving down prices, a lot of the traditional units and companies went out of business or had to ship their production abroad in order to meet those price points. So with fashion getting faster and faster, I think it had in some ways a negative effect on the industry in that it saw a lot of closures of companies, but I do believe that that's starting to come back now. With the multiculturalism that we have in Leicester, it's a brilliant thing because it means that we've got those links. So when it comes to working with factories abroad, there's quite a crossover there.
Nathaniel Coa and the Cora family are one of Leicester's most famous hosiery families, creating the St Margaret's Works factory in Leicester and also setting up outlets in Granby Street. And you were talking about, however, even though the factory's closed, you're saying that the units themselves are sometimes being taken over by smaller outlets?
Yeah, some of the parts of the Cora building have been used in recent years by varying number of fashion supply companies. I think it's good that the buildings are, some of the buildings do still get used, some of them are run down and need a lot of work. A lot of them get turned into flats, unfortunately. So they seem to have lots of flats and not many places left for growing textile businesses.
What sort of responses have you had from the people who are buying your clothes and sort of finding out about you?
I've had a fantastic response, to be honest with you, from buyers, from the general public, from anybody who's learned about the business and what we're trying to achieve in terms of good ethical standards, ecological fashion and a high quality product.
Okay, if you talk about CMT factories and saying that they receive sort of a bad press and they're not really presented in a good light, is something you'd like to do sort of present them in a more positive light?
CMT stands for cut, manufacture and trim. So as a designer I would put together a design and a pattern and the CMT unit would cut the order and make the garments, get them trimmed and ready to be shipped out to the retailers. There are some good CMT units out there. There's some traditional ones that sort of, similar to ateliers really. They're really craftsmen and are outstanding at what they do, and I think they should be respected for that, definitely.
Your first job was with Richard Roberts, Midlands producer, and obviously that company has now ceased production. So I wondered if that put you in a good position to comment on why you think that is.
It's purely to do with price, to be honest with you. I mean, retailers are increasing their own margins and driving down the prices from suppliers. The cost of raw materials go up. The retailers don't want to increase those prices. They want to pay less and less and less, and therefore people are forced to send production abroad. And I guess, that is what happened with Richard Roberts. It's what happened with a lot of companies in the Leicester, not just the Leicester area, but all over the UK. And to be honest, it was a fantastic place to work, and I'm still friends with a lot of people I worked there with. And it's a shame that they're not around anymore. We've just got to hold on to the ones that are left, because at the end of the day, if we lose that entire skill set, there's nobody there really to replace them.
BBC Radio Leicester.